Hey, what's up guys? My name is Dave with Concealed Carry VA, and today I'm going to talk to you briefly about revolvers. So a revolver is a handgun with a cylinder, and it's going to have several chambers that are brought successively in line with the barrel and discharged with the same hammer. So every time the hammer strikes, it's going to shoot a round through that same chamber. There are three primary classifications of revolvers, the first being single action. So a single action revolver means that you manually have to cock that hammer back the first time. So the first round you're going to use your finger, cock the hammer back, and then when you pull the trigger it's going to release that hammer. So the trigger releases the hammer. Double action can do both. So with a double action, you can either use it as single action, where you have to manually pull the hammer back, or you can pull the trigger, and that's going to raise the hammer and then release it. So it does both functions. That's why it's a double action. Single action was just one action. It's just going to release the hammer. Finally, we have double action only, or DAO. Double action only is a weapon where you can't manually cock the hammer. So it may be that there's, it could be internal, or it could just be somewhere where you can't get to it, or it's just designed so that you can't do that. So double action only is you can't manually cock the hammer. Usually that's going to have a slightly more heavy or long trigger pull. There are some advantages and disadvantages of using a revolver. So a revolver is usually relatively simple. At least mechanically it's simple. The parts are pretty standard. There's not a lot of parts involved. Revolvers typically are good with higher caliber rounds, and they're available in those rounds that we like. Some disadvantages though, the trigger pull, especially on like a double action or double action only, can be a little much. So just be aware of that. Typically a revolver is going to have a much smaller capacity than other handguns, and also it's going to be a little bulky and slow to reload. As a disclaimer, these are generalizations and results will vary depending on personal preference and firearm type, so you're going to have to just look around and find what you are looking for. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you would, let us know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and click that like button. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next video.